moving average is one of the most important indicator I use in my strategy. I'll tell you exactly why it is important and how it helps you get good trades, as well as how you can use moving average to close or exit your trades. Moving average is one of the key tools in risk management, so I'll cover everything I can in this video. So starting, for example, let's say we are on a euro GPY pair. We have different type of moving averages. The moving averages I use is EMA 20, EMA 50, and EMA 200. So 20 is something I use the least. 50 is something I use the most, and 200 as well. So these two levels are used for entry. 20 I use it sometimes for risk management or something like that. But 50 and 200 is something I'll always use. So let's turn this EMA 50 indicator. You don't need so many indicators altogether on your screen, but let's see this. So Euro JPY, you can see on the weekly time frame, the price has used this EMA level as a support on different prices. You can see EMA 50 has been used throughout history to take support. You can see right here, this is December 2023. The price took support from right here to give a really big push. Right here as well, just around EMA 50, the price has rejected and moved up again. So this is March 23. This is January 23, and this is August 22. So imagine the kind of support this EMA has given, EMA 15. It's so easy to see these levels, and you don't have to do anything to check out these levels. It's just one line easily coming onto your screen, and you can analyze that very easily whether the price is rejecting around this area. All you have to see is that whether the price is in a trend or not. Now what we'll do is we'll shift to the daily time frame. Let's see how price has reacted on daily time frame. So we can see right here there is a trend. Right here we can see that there is a trend around this level. So let's just cut this level so that it's easy for us to navigate. Start new. We'll just go till here. Now we have a lot of lines. Let's remove these as well. We'll just remove every drawing we have so far. Yeah. Now you can see the price has reacted really nice, and this happens quite a lot on different time frames. Each time frame is unique, and I'll teach you exactly how to use these EMA lines to take entry as well. So stick around and you will find everything. So right here we can see there are a lot of rejections. There is exactly a reversal pattern right here, right? You can see a morning star, and then the price moved really nice to around this level. It's a very big jump. So imagine entering a trade right here. And how would you have entered a trade right here? You can just use these levels to find out. Let's cut this. Let's cut these prices and let's see how we could have entered a trade right here. So let's mark this in an ellipse. Okay, this is where we see price action happening. Now let's shift down to 4-hour time frame. Right here you would have known when the price action was doing this, you would have known right here that price has rejected the daily level. The first rejection happened right here. Okay, the first rejection happened right here, and we could have seen that on different time frame right here, and we can see that we would have not entered this level at all. The reason behind this is a news candle, right? This is a news candle. So entering here would have been a issue. But you can see the next rejection came in from around this level right here. The price action started moving up, right? So what we do now is you can shift down to 1 hour time frame. You can shift down to 1 hour time frame and you can see different price actions. You can see, let's say this is your lower high, this is your lower low, this is your lower high, this is your lower low, this is your lower high, this is your lower low. And price action shifted structure right here, right? The price action shifted structure right here. And what else we can see is we can use 1 hour EMA to enter trades. We can use 1 hour EMA to enter trades. How we could have done that, I'll show you exactly that. Let's remove this circle now so that it's clear. So first where we would wait for structure to change would be around this line. So if you have seen my price action trading course, this is what my strategy is. I always wait for change of structure and then I look for support and resistance. So right now on 1 hour time frame, as I said, EMAs act as support and resistance, right? So previously for on the daily time frame, the price acted right around these levels as a support. Now, where is the resistance on 1 hour time frame? The resistance is right here, right? So would you want to be in a trade where you have a resistance right here? I don't think so. So what you want is the price to move up, break this level for you to enter. Okay. Now, of course, this was a clear entry where you could have entered right here, stop loss around this level and take profit. But we want to see rejections. We want to see rejections and support acting around this level. Now, the first level, what you see is that price did some price action, rejected on the resistance, and then came back. Now, you could have entered right here, but that would be greedy. There is no structures. You're acting just on a greed level right here because there is no structure. The price action became bullish when this candle changed structure and it closed right here. But it also broke resistance, and this price action, this candle is taking support right around this level. Now, next, price is doing exactly this. It's moving up and coming down to your EMA. Of course, it didn't touch the EMA. It didn't touch the EMA, but imagine there is a new high, right? Right here, the price broke structure again to create a new higher high. Now you can clearly see this EMA is now your good support. An entry like this would have been very much easier, right? This is your swing low. You want to cover your 1 hour EMA, right? You want to cover your 1 hour EMA. Now, this price went on, we would have targeted take profit around this level because I can see there is some kind of rejections from the bottom. So my first target would be around this level. And you can see it's almost 1 is to 4. It's almost 1 is to 4. That's how easy this trading is. And this EMA at the end saved you from your stop loss getting hit. It's such an easy trade which price action gave. And this is how you trade most of the time. You should always look for break of resistance, break of support on local time frames. In my price action trading course, I have a complete playlist where I have used support and resistance lines as my entry signal, right? As my entry signal, as soon as those structures were broken, I have taken entry. In fact, in my Telegram, I have also done this and I have shown TP getting hit after all my confluences have been worked out. After I have received all my confluences, I have taken those trades, and you can see those trades are actually hitting TP majority of the times. And last month itself, I made 6% from the market. That is live. All of this I have put in my Telegram. So you can check my Telegram out and be a part of my community because I am updating a lot of my trades right now before I enter them. Or I always update on what I'm looking for, what kind of trades I'm looking, what I want from that particular pair to happen so that I can enter those trades. So make sure you join that group and you can get all of these updates for free. So now back again, you can see 1 hour EMA acted really nice and it continuously moved up. And this was a really nice momentum because how often do you get this kind of moment where price is actually just going up? It's not so easy, right? A lot of times the price is going up and then coming back to your break even and then going up. But this is a very nice 1 is to 4. Imagine just moving up a little, point 0.2 would have made a 1 is to 4. That's it. It's easy 1 is to 4, and you can use this very easily again to enter trades. You can use the same EMA strategy on lower time frames. Now, imagine this. Let's find a trend first where price is already retesting. What you need to do is you need to make sure that you see some touches and retest on exact EMAs. And that is when you see for entries. For example, here you're not looking for entry around this area, but you would be looking for entry around this area. You would be looking for entry around this area because once it has retested, the second time, if you see rejection and entry again, the thing is, it's not just a rejection. You don't want to see this candle. I hope I'm making it clear and understandable. These rejection candles, right? These rejection candles mean nothing, right? They mean nothing at all. This rejection candle means nothing at all. The next price action is what means world to you. Okay. This price action decides whether the strategy or the trade is going to work out or not. But how do you find out whether this trade is going to work out or maybe it might not? Of course, this strategy might give you a 60% or maybe 70% or sometimes 50% win rate. The rest of the time, you are going to get a hassle hit. So, what do you do? What do you do? You wait for first rejection, and of course you have so many pairs in the world, right? So many pairs available, so you don't have to just rely on one particular pair. You can look out for pairs which are currently in trend. I hope that's clear. And all you need is just one or two trades like this to hit your TP, and you'll be done for the month. This is how you become profitable. You don't become profitable by trading a lot of pairs and taking a lot of trades. You become profitable by taking few pairs and getting a good risk to reward. Imagine 2 1 is to 4 and two stop losses hit. Okay. 2 1 is to 4, two stop losses hit. That is 8% minus 2%, 6% locked in for the month. On $100,000, that's 6K. On a $200,000, that is 12K. So imagine 12K is very much enough. 6K is very much enough for you to stay profitable. A lot of people earn below that, and all you need is just more accounts to become more profitable and make more money. It's as simple as that. Don't go for, quantity, go for quality on these trades. Now, imagine your trade is right here. Let's cut, let's replay, right? Start new. Let's cut the price action right here. Now, this has happened in a very recent time. This was June 25. So imagine a lot of you could have taken this trade. Now, let's shift to 1 hour time frame again. I can see again the resistance is broken. This is the lower high. This is the lower low. I mean, how easy can it be? I am showing you exact price action, exact same thing. Imagine I'm showing you exact same thing. I'll show you the exact same entry, and you will see a very good risk to reward again. Let's break this down. On 1 hour time frame, this is your lower high. This is your lower low, right? I hope that is clear. This is your lower high. This is your lower low. And the reason behind this was your higher low. This was your higher high. And then higher high, lower low, lower high, lower high, lower low, right? Lower high, lower low. This is your lower high now. Lower high, lower high, lower low. And again, this is similar. So this is your lower low. This is your lower high. Now at this point, the price action changed, right? This is your higher low now, and this is your higher high. And at this point, you see price action broke resistance. This point, price action broke resistance on 30-minute time frame. There might be some candles right around this area. Now, now what I see is again similar price action, right? Very similar price action. The price action came here and it moved up till here, right? And then I see an entry signal as well. There is an engulfing right here. Now, what I want is I want a good support with my EMA. With my EMA, I can put my stop loss right here, covering my swing low, and then where should be my TP? I don't see any levels. Let's see. Okay. Okay, this is one. This is one kind of level, but I don't know if this will give me 1:2, but I can see another level right here. This could be my target because I can see there are wicks as well. Let's see. Let's see. Let's shift down to 1 hour again. Yeah. So the level is very far, of course, and the price we are already seeing rejection. It might continue up, but I am getting 1:3 around this levels. Imagine I am getting 1:3 around this levels. I would have actually closed on 1:2 or something like that. And the reason behind that is okay. So if I close around this level is actually my first target, right? And it is giving me 1:2, which is completely fine. I would have closed here, but it eventually went on to 1:3.87 and maybe 1:2 almost 4 or something like that. 3.98. Nah, it didn't went on till 1:4. But 1:2, 1:2.5 is so easy on these trades. You can see that, right? 1:2, 1:3, 1:4. We couldn't take trade around this level because it's a very big area. And the trade, I'm not sure whether it continued up. It might have continued up again. No, it didn't. Hold on. Just move this to 4 hour time frame. Yeah, the price is still going up. So that's the thing. It's good we close this trade, but eventually if we would have targeted this level again, and you can see exactly why I draw these lines. Imagine the kind of rejection you see. This is 4 hour candles, and this is how easy it is to create lines. If you see my previous video, I have taught how to use these lines to enter and exit trades, and also in my price action trading course I teach exactly this. So eventually our other target also got hit, the other target giving us 5.4 or something like that, but we wouldn't want to be in a big trade like this because this started on 20th June and ended on 3 July, which is not a big deal. This is actually a good swing trade. I have been in a trade in such positions where it took so much time, but Anyhow, we can easily secure 1 is to 2 or 1 is to 3 on these trades. So easy. It's so easy. You don't have to do much. All we waited for was 1 hour switch. I showed you this exactly this on a daily time frame, right? The first example came from daily time frame EMA. The second example came from 4-hour EMA. So two EMAs giving good profits. What else do you want? This is how EMAs work, right? This is how you can take trades on EMAs. And we use the exact same strategy. Even there, when the price came up on 1-hour EMA, the price didn't touch the EMA below, right? It didn't reject. Else, I would have taken trade right around here. But it didn't touch, it didn't retest the EMA line. What it did was it created a second higher high, and this is what I want. What does this mean? Second higher high, it means a continuation in a trend. Let's say the first time your price went on to create a higher high. Now this is just change of structure. It might still be consolidating, but once it creates the second higher high, it is saying that I am giving you a continuation trend. Now you have two higher highs and two higher lows. I hope that is clear. You are now getting two higher highs, two higher lows. That means it is also giving you a continuation. Now, what you want is you want your stop loss to be below your support, right? Because if the price comes down to support, you want price to give you some kind of rejection. And second thing, you want it to be below your recent swing low, right? Or a higher low. So this is your recent higher low. I hope that is clear. This is your recent high low, and this is where your stop loss is. You can see I am not being greedy. I am not keeping my stop losses tight. I am keeping safe distance around these positions. And what do I get in return? I get a really good trade, right? I haven't practiced these trades, but I know exactly this is going to happen in the market. Two places I showed you this. Randomly, I showed you on 4-hour time frame. Randomly, I showed you on daily time frame. And at both these places, exact same thing has happened, right? So market is that easy. It's just you have to be looking at these kind of signs. You can find trades like this very easily. It's just you need to understand what exactly higher high does, what exactly support and resistance does, what does break of it means, what does EMA break means, what kind of level EMA creates, and where do you see retest. EMA is a very good thing, but a lot of times it doesn't work. A lot of times it doesn't work, but you have to find out where it has worked or where it is currently working today right now. Okay, if you want to be in a very good trade, you have to see where the price has already retested, and then it's all about waiting. It's a waiting game, right? You don't take the current trade. For example, a lot of people, what they do, I'll show you exactly that. A lot of people might see rejection right here, right, and might try to enter a trade right here, right? Might try to enter a trade which would lead to this kind of take profit. But what's wrong with this? The thing is, for example, when I'm developing a product, right, what I'm looking for is a proof of concept. I'm looking for a proof of concept, right? If something is impossible to make, or let's say it's possible to make, but no one has done it before. For example, right here, it has not happened before. Right here, it has not happened before. So, in short, that means no one has done it before. At this point, someone has done it. The proof exists that EMA rejection is working. Now, what you do is you wait for rejection around the next EMA. I hope I'm making sense. Now you have a proof of concept for your trade. It's as easy as that. Now you have a proof of concept. You can't be in a trade where you don't have proof of concept. Right here, you have proof of concept whether the trade is going to work or not. And you can see it clearly that there is a reversal pattern and everything in your favor. And then on the 1 hour time frame, price is breaking resistance nicely, right? The price was bearish right around this momentum on 1 hour time frame, and suddenly it became bullish. It gave you a structure, it gave you a second high, and all you have to do is wait for your TP to get hit. You can create lines. Now this line was something I do very roughly, right? We saw it quickly on daily time frame, we didn't see on 4 hour time frame. I can find you exact TP. For example, this is where exactly you can see I have first rejections. This is where I have my first rejections. Now let's mark this line. Let's mark this line and now go back to 1 hour time frame where we have trade. You can see exactly this line could have been our target, and you can see there are so many rejections around these lines again. It's so easy to draw these lines, and it's so easy to set your target. It's so easy to put your stop loss. It's just you should be able to see that this is going to happen in the market. Catching these trades, finding the analysis and everything is very important. I hope that is clear. And if you want to learn how I trade, exactly what my strategy completely is, I have so many ways to trade, right? So if you want to learn all of that, there is a playlist in my profile for price action trading course. Just go on it and you'll see so many videos. Everything is available for free. I am not selling anything at all. Okay. Everything here in my profile is for free. So make sure you watch the whole course, learn as much as you can. I'm putting a lot of content every day. I also put Sunday analysis every week and it's for free. And then you can get midweek updates as well on my Telegram. I guess that is it. You can also follow me on Instagram. I hope you like the video. Thank you for watching.